Now we say we have the freeform layout, we have the auto layout, we have the grid layout. Good. We have the freeform layout here. Freeform layout is the most natural and flexible way to arrange elements in Figma. It allows you to place layouts anywhere inside a frame without automatic alignment. Okay? Alignment rules rather. You position elements exactly where you want and each item behaves independently unless you group them. Unless you group them. We have key characteristics of freeform layout. Offers a full manual control, no automatic resizing or structured position. Perfect for early sketches, mood board, hero sections, banner and creative compositions. Work well when you need freedom to experiment visually. Ideal for overlapping elements and expressive layouts. That is what it is for. An expressive layout. So let's get to see what a freeform layout is all about. So this is a freeform layout. Can you see? I just bring in a layout. I could actually see it. I just drew a layout here. I can actually place anything I want. I can actually place anything I want inside of it anywhere I choose to without any alignment dragging me. I could choose to place it anyhow I want to. But if you're in auto layout, obviously this would have, been aligned already, but it is just me that did it myself. Can you see? I just did it myself. And if you look at it now in this layout, can you see this part that my cursor is on? Everybody, please, can you see this part that my cursor is? This is called freeform layout. Can you see the freeform layout? This is your vertical, this is your horizontal, this is your grid layout, this is your grid, but it's still on better. This is your auto layout, stock auto layout. This is your resize. Can you see now? I resize it and it's to fit. Which I don't want to. Ctrl Z and let's try our auto layout. Can you see auto layout has rechanged? Has rechanged it. If you notice now, auto layout actually rechanged it. This wasn't how it was before. This was how it was. Ctrl Z. Can you see? But once I hit on my auto layout, it resizes it and everything gets into being aligned and accurate. This is not me teaching you auto layout today. I'm just trying to tell you the differences in freeform layout. You are flexible. It is flexible. You can flex your layouts any which way you want them to be. But it's advisable when designing, please use auto layouts, which I will get to still explain to you all. So we have constraints in auto layouts, constraints in freeform layouts rather. Even though the layout is free, we can still apply constraint to objects respond correctly when the frame resizes. When they help you in resizing and alignment of freeform layouts, it is commonly called absolute positioning. Some even call it ignore auto layer, but it's best known as constraint. Okay, it is being known as constraint. So constraint, you set your left, your right, your top, your bottom, your left and right, your top and bottom, your center, scale for proportional resizing. So where do we locate our constraint? Okay, this is it now. This is our constraint, right? This is our constraint, and you can see it here being written here. It's called ignore auto layout mostly here, but then it's constraint. So you can see where it is telling you that it is here at the top up and here left, top left. So let's say I want to add something to this auto layout. Right? This is an auto layout frame. I want to add something to it. So let's get to know how it will look like. Let's say I do something like this, and then I write maybe 6 inside. I write 6 inside, right? I need a bigger, bolder, 150. Let me see. Why this is big is because I'm zoomed out so that you guys can see me very well. So that you can see me very well. That's why I'm putting big handwritings. Okay. So this is an ellipse. This is obviously what do we do next? We hit on auto layout and we make this red. We want to put it where we want to put it here. And you see that obviously because of the properties that auto layout has, you have to like set it well. But here I can choose to put it anywhere I want to in this place. Can you see? And it stays wherever I want to keep it. I could choose to keep it still. Let me do unclip content so that I can show. Whenever I choose to keep it, I have to keep it still. And that's it. This is it here. Whenever I choose to keep it, I could keep it still. But for here, let's get started. Can you see this thing? Can you see it? Ignore auto layout. That's the word Figma is calling it now. So you actually press on it and you now determine where you want it to stay. I want it to stay at the top, right? I have to unclip so it can appear. I want to stay at the top. That's it here. If you look at it, let's press it. And then this is not our left, this is our right. So we change it at our right. And you see that this has changed now. So that when we resize, it is changed. It's always static there. Can you see? It is always static. The wrapping right is always static. It is not changing. It still retains the whole value that it came with. So constraints, yeah, it's just more of the resizing in what's it called? It is more of the resizing in freeform, and also it helps to keep distorted things aligned in an auto layout. It helps to keep still maintaining the responsiveness. We have constraints you can set. Okay, I've talked about that one. Left pins the element to the left side of your frame. If the frame expand, the element stays the same distance from the left edge, which is what I talked about here. That can you see? This is it, the left. This is it, but this one is on the right. If I want to keep it here now, I have to keep it on the left. So the same thing goes to the right. Pin the element on the right side of the frame. When the frame widens, the element stays aligned to the right. Same thing goes to the top. Pin the element to the top. However you want to pin it here, just be looking at this. At this, you already know that this is top, this is right. Sideways is where right. Up and down is where up. So just be looking at what you set to be very sure. Okay, everything in Figma has its purpose. We have bottom. Pins the element to the bottom edge of the frame. The bottom spacing remains unchanged if the frame height changes. Same thing every other thing does. The left and right stretches. This stretches the element horizontally. It helps, the space equal on both sides. So it's just on how, let's check it out, on how you want to keep it. There's left and right. Can you see? It's just on how you want to keep it. it can go both ways, but then going both ways, can you see that it went both ways? But going both ways, it's not conducive for this kind of design. So it depends on the design you are doing, and you know what best suits what you are doing. Okay, you know what best suits what you are doing. So for right now, I think it's just only right as suits for what I'm doing. Top and bottom. This stretches the element vertically. The height expands to maintain even spacing from top to bottom. Okay, it expands to maintain even spacing from top to bottom. See the same thing as left and right. The center, this element horizontally inside the frame. If the frame width changes, the element stays centered instead of sticking to one side. Instead of sticking to one side, it changes. Something like this. Let's say I do a layout because I'll test everything for you guys, and I bring this thing here and I set this thing to center, right? That's sideways. So anything I'm doing now, if I'm even dragging this, can you see it's still maintaining that same center that it is on. It's not shifting to the right. So it's not shifting to the right sideways. And then I can still put this one to center. Even if I'm doing it still on the center, can you see? And if I do it like if I touch here now, it's on the center already, it's showing you that everything is center. So that's just how best to get to know it. Center as well. And this is scale. Scale helps to keep the element scaling proportionally both sizes. So scale is more softer than right and left. Okay, it's more softer. It works the same way as left and right too, or top and bottom, but for me, I basically use scaling rather than left and right. I use scaling rather than left and right. So whichever we can, you see it's stretching already when you're stretching it. I stretch here, it is stretching. Let me check for left and right too. It will do the same thing too though, but scaling has a smoother feel. If this has a smaller hash view of it, so basically yeah, that's just it. So on today's assignment is just for you to go and practice all you've learned about in freeform layout, and constraint and constraint properties, and know how to use them. So see you in our next class. Thank you.